Aha. Okay, so welcome back to the Sept of the Hearthsfire in Duluth, Minnesota, where, fuck it, I'm gonna put us out by the lake because it's there. It's a prop and we should use it. It's so beautiful. Look how scenic. That smooth water, though, when people aren't swimming in it. But the rest of the time, smooth water. So yeah, fuck it. Charlotte is out there doing glorious battle. She has, via necessity, acquired a new phone because her last phone fucking exploded. So she has a new phone and is trying to teach it all of her slang, trying to just input that shit directly so it'll stop autocorrecting it. It's it's an adventure. It's an adventure that involves no small amount of very quiet cursing. She does still have one of her hands bandaged up, but yeah, otherwise it's not an especially remarkable thing just yet. She's just plunked down there in the grass, fighting viciously with an electronic. Classical Glasswalker. Yeah.
She's not alone as she sits in the grass, because sat next to her doing what she does best is that steam train impression. Juno already gone through about half the packet of cigarettes, just still started on the second half, just lying down, propped up with one elbow, just chilling.
Well, David's not here yet.
Uh,
I'm just kidding. David is walking along the river. Eventually, he spots you. After he gets within 100 yards, you finally are able to spot David. He's just so unassuming. But he will approach you without, the way he approaches you is directly at you from where you're looking. So you're able to actually see him come at you this time instead of just appearing next to you. And as he gets close, hi, Raya and Raya, and he will make a show of showing throat. This is what I'm supposed to do, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I know this. I know things.
You'll find us lit romantically by the lambent glow of a phone screen. Yes.
What time of day is it out of character?
I was just gonna put it in the middle of the goddamn night.
Okay.
Charlotte is not so good at sleeping at night, so.
Okay. In that case, yeah, all right. So, still making sure that, just in case anyone watching, might take offense to not showing throat, he will lift, he does lift his head up to expose that tender bit of flesh. Are they actually sitting down? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So David will actually sink to his knees and just sit down before he shows throat, just to kind of get on the level and whatever.
Charlotte's too busy with her phone. Juno just lift up her leg and just with the end of her foot just kind of tap him on the side of the neck. He's showing just kind of so not heavily, but just enough to be
boop,
uncomfortable and just you're good.
Oh, thank you. And David relaxes. I guess that's not the right word, but he puts his head back down, and instead of being on his knees, sits on his butt and leans forward and all that. Raya, you hurt your hand.
And yeah, Charlotte will have kind of glanced up as he came over and flashes that cursory kind of greeting smile you do to people. But is fighting with the phone and kind of mumbling, you never imagine how hard it is to teach a phone that gonna is a word. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep, I did.
Why don't you shift up?
Won't help unless I stay that way all day.
Wait, really?
Uh, yeah.
Is it?
Kind of picks up the
Is
hand
it?
and gives the fingers a waggle, winces a
Oh,
little bit in regret.
did you cut yourself with silver or something like that?
Oh, nah, that's even better. That leaves marks regardless. No, my phone exploded in my hand.
Uh, oh, so fire, right? Or
Yeah, molten metal. Same.
oh, okay. Well, all right. I've only ever had to shake off gunshot wounds, so I don't, and blunt trauma, so I don't. Um, um,
Oh yeah, that stuff wicks off pretty fast. These the fire and silver, it takes a while. It takes a long time for your body to recover, even in a larger form, and it means days of being out of Hamid. And she kind of shrugs. I've got shit to do.
right. I wasn't. Sorry if I was. Sorry if I was being nosy. I didn't mean to step over any kind of lines.
No, I'm just bitter. It's not you.
Okay.
And you just see as the kind of just the sentence stops there. That brief moment of pause. You just hear as spinning over pretty quickly and leaning over. You can see Juno hefting up something pretty heavily, and she spits a few times and does it again.
The sympathetic wince, but for what it's worth, Charlotte does not lose her shit. She just kind of, pitches a glance around. Oh God, Juno, what did you eat?
Raya, should I? Okay, we can't call 911, but who do I call for medical help here?
What?
All right.
Oh,
I had a burrito.
oh, that'll do it.
Well, wait a minute. What? Well, wait a minute. What the hell is he putting in our burritos if it made you do that?
It's not the burrito.
She just goes again, rose up some more. You could
Oof.
obviously in the slight hue of the phone light that there is blood in there.
Well, wait a minute. Is it the burrito, or do you have some kind of like stomach issue, Raya?
She rolls back over, wipes the side of her mouth. Let's just say my innards fell out. They didn't go back in very well.
That's another learning point. Sometimes you get fucked up bad enough that it doesn't go back right again. It's not frequent, but you get hurt real bad, which Juno is exceptional at surviving. Yeah, sometimes things just don't go back together quite right. That's how you have, people like Perfidy missing a hand, or people with really gnarly scars.
So, Raya, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry about what?
To hear that whatever happened couldn't heal correctly. I don't even know what that must be like. I should probably shut up now, huh? Sorry.
She just nods. She stands up a little bit. No, you can even see like just the force of vomiting so harshly. Her legs shake that little bit as she just steadies herself. She'll walk over to a tree and just shove her middle finger and ring finger down her throat. And you see she's coughs up some more against one of the trees. Spits out more blood.
There's more of the sympathetic nose wrinkle, but she got that. So,
Charlotte, I'm really sorry to ask. Should one of us get her some Greek yogurt or something like that? I mean, it's supposed to go down easy, and it's got some protein.
there's a thoughtful head tilt. I don't know if it's solid enough to mess up her stomach or not.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if that would be insulting or because of because Garu or
What?
well, because I don't know if that would be taken as like a sign of weakness or something. Like I thought, like if I were to give her some yogurt, would that subtly mean that I thought she was not capable of eating anything else besides that? I mean, I don't know. I'm really trying not to step on any toes here.
In the end, the solid fucking fact is, I mean, she's supposed to be on a liquid diet. Can you eat yogurt?
She just turns after you said, spits another mouthful of blood out and looks over. Hmm?
Can you actually process yogurt?
Shakes her head.
So I guess not. No, being considerate isn't rude. Offering someone something that they might like is, in fact, I mean, I guess at worst it could be seen as sucking up, but I give shit to people all the time that I consider they might want or need. So, hasn't done me wrong.
Okay. I just I mean, I've been on this, just on my own since I was 15, and I've this is the first time I've ever been part of all this, so I just don't know.
Come here, man. Chill out. And she'll actually pat the ground next to her.
And David will very awkwardly move over to her.
Eventually, she comes back over. She makes her way over. Already got another cigarette in her mouth, just hanging out the side.
You want me to go grab you some water or something, Juno?
I'll be fine. Reaches over to the 6 crate, the little, cardboard bottle carrier thing that she has.
6-pack.
Reaches over, grabs one of the 3 remaining.
There's just a sage nod of, okay, this is the decision we've made today. And she kind of aggressively plunks at her phone some more and then kind of winces again and finally just clicks the screen off, flexing open and shut the hand. Ugh.
No. But to answer your question, kid, these things depends who you ask.
It depends whether or not they feel like being an asshole, really.
Oh, okay.
Personally, I'm covered in these fucking things. The Fenrir see that as respect. Others see it as more
drama.
Little bit.
Yeah. I suppose someone could get really caught up on the liquid diet thing, but by the same token, battle scars. So hot right now. So usually you get more kudos than you catch shit.
And actually, because I did forget, because this happened a while ago, she pulls her, the shirt she's wearing, she kind of pulls it to the right, showing her right shoulder. You can see from the right shoulder going backwards and over the bottom half of the neck, there's shrapnel scars.
Mm-hmm.
silver shrapnel scars.
Ugh.
I forgot she had those.
Oh, and it, I mean, is there really nothing that can be done about that, or?
I mean, sometimes like those, I think those like squints at them, and then like this, and she lifts like the front half of her shirt very slightly, so there's like a portion of the scar visible because she does have one running down slash across the front of her body. I mean, at least this one's kind of superficial. Looks pretty gnarly. I think it's kind of gross looking, but I didn't adapt that well, so I'm the weirdo here. But it is what it is. Sometimes it's more than we can bring back. I mean, technically, a good Theurge or a good Chaldokaya can usually knock them off if you catch them early enough, but once it's set, she heaves a shrug. Like, Perfidy's arm is healed. There's no bringing that hand back. If we'd thought at the time we could have tried something, I don't know, like plunking the two back together. But it was kind of a situation, so that's not how that went down.
But she earned her scars.
Yeah. She did. Kind of glances aside, but depends on where you come from. Most me and mine are more about efficiency than cool scars. And being down a hand isn't very efficient.
I only ask this because I don't know. Did you like put down and David leans away from you a little and like gets this really like I don't know if I should guard my face look on his face as he as he asks Charlotte this. You put down people who are deficient?
He turns around and the eyebrow, like one of them's making a dash for her hairline. What? No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I
mean, there's a tenet of the litany for if it's really that fucking bad, but in order for that to get called up, you have to be in such bad shape that you're taking other people out of the fight. And even then, it's not exactly something you just swing around willy-nilly. You really have to back that shit up, and it's usually a fight. Nobody wants to put down their battle brothers.
No, and I wasn't trying to imply that. I just I really just didn't know because not my tribe. So.
Oh well, no, fair. Just no. I imagine she's gonna end up with a. She kind of grins, pops the phone screen back on to start fighting with again. Probably gonna end up with a nasty case of the robot hand, but shrug.
Are we allowed to have prosthetics?
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. Maybe they're unnatural.
I'm pretty sure it would piss off a Fury real fast, but Freddy's a glass walker.
But in the case of the fact of the glass walkers, as it is a creation of mankind is natural in their creations just so.
She points over to Juno, like that. Nah, we affiliate well with that shit.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, cool.
In other cases, you just stick a blade on the end of it.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, no one has ever said anything like that seriously until right now.
Yeah, we live in a fucked up world.
Yeah, it is pretty fucked up. um,
So if it's been just you, you said you're a Cleoth, right?
yes, yes.
How'd you pull that off?
I survived.
Fair. Have you learned all your shit? You know the litany and all?
I did not know the litany for a long time, but I do now.
Well, I mean, of course not if it was just you. If you know it now, that's kind of the important part, really.
And it's actually funny. I received gifts before I even knew the litany or knew really about what I was. It's odd.
Yeah, it is. She kind of shrugs, leans back, so she's propped on her elbows. And again, I feel like a lot of us get a couple tricks to start with. I think all of us do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, any other awkward questions you want to ask less awkward people, or at least less aggressive people?
Um. Uh,
Consider it a free pass to ask the weirdest, most fucked up questions. Because you're going to want to ask them eventually. It might as well be someone who's not going to smack you for it, right?
right. Right. You actually see David get noticeably less tense when you say that you're not going to smack him up. Yeah. Okay. Uh, if you don't mind me asking about how your phone blew up, I mean, were you doing something with it, or did something get angry at you, or what was the context?
There is a beautiful moment there where the lips kind of roll into a line like, so many potential answers. Like, she's not bitter. It's not showing. It's showing. It's fucking showing. Well, I was definitely doing something.
She was trying a few new things with her phone. Just couldn't seem to get the formula right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I I honestly don't usually like to do anything with cell phones. Just you never know who could be watching.
Usually one of us. Kind of whipples the phone,
Yeah.
if anyone. And let's be honest. If I was going to go into someone's phone, I really do have to sit there and weigh out. Is it worth waiting through dick pics?
Uh,
And usually the answer is no.
yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Besides, the concept of territory is a thing. If someone really wanted to push it, I know most glasswalkers would.
I don't know. I was just thinking about the government and all that. I mean, you guys are in the government, right? So we don't have to really worry about that too much, right?
I wouldn't say as specifically.
I mean, I imagine some of us are. I'm sure
I mean,
there are glasswalker athros in insane positions, but I mean, I'm not affiliated.
I just figured that if any tribe would have, well, and if any tribe were to have ties in the federal government of the United States, I would imagine it would be the glasswalkers. I see other tribes getting different sorts of power. You know,
She
like
used a drug.
I mean, for instance, I would imagine that any Get Fenris would more than likely have a couple of Uncle Sam's stripes on either side of his arm. Military power.
You'd be
Or
surprised.
I mean, they're
I
out
probably
there.
would.
We're probably out there. Again, just kind of heaves a shrug. Then again, I can do a lot of shit the government can't, so I'm not sure what the fuck they think they're gonna find on my phone or your phone. Besides really obnoxious texts and a lot of selfies. Delicate stuff gets encrypted.
Right. I'm sure that there's nothing to worry about. But there is a lot of CCTV, so it just makes it a little hard.
Yeah, no, it's fair. I can't blame anyone for being like, I'd rather just not, but I try to get most people at least a basic brick so they can call if there's something important happening. Because let's face it, unless you're in someone's head, gonna pokes her temple, it's a pretty reliable way to say you need help. And I've had to use it. I'm pretty sure it saved mine and Felix's ass. Texting the right person. So they definitely have their use. You can always just keep almost nothing on it. You can even just not put names to the numbers. You're really that worried about it, but being able to text or call someone when shit gets real bad, it's fucking useful. And this fucking flashlight thing, like she literally just drags down the little options and clicks it on and off a couple times. Man, this shit's a lifesaver.
Yeah, it's it really has been a while since I had to part with my flashlight, but I've kept I've kept really low tech.
I mean, if it works for you, power to you.
You're not the only one, so don't worry about it.
Nope.
Okay, good. Good. By the way, is this any specific person's territory that we're sitting on?
The alphas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you really boil it down, the whole sept is technically the alpha's territory. Makes things really interesting when people try to squabble over, like, a room or whatever. Because in the end, she gestures to, like, the public housing for the sake of example. Because in the end, that is still sat on the alpha's territory. So if there is a dispute and the alpha wants to trump it, totally can. Easy peasy. But shrugs again. Usually there's a certain allowance for a room, or kind of glances back to Juno, a cabin.
Oh, you have a cabin.
Technically, too.
Are you very, very important?
It's kind of like slowly look, like just the eyes look at Charlotte.
Man, my phone is enthralling right now. She might be grinning faintly.
And she just looks back at David. Depends on your point of view.
Well, I mean, if you're important enough to have two cabins, I mean, doesn't that doesn't that make you some kind of landed elite? uh, uh, we're not people from the Middle Ages, but I mean that's sorry. I'll stop.
I mean, some of our traditions are older than that. There's worse jokes you could make.
Yeah, there is. Slow head turn towards Charlotte.
Man, she is not looking at Juno so hard right now. Look at everything in this vicinity that is not Juno. For what it's worth, it's said through the link with affection. She will eventually like sneak a glance over to see how bad the glare is.
Full glare.
Oh, come on. You started that.
No, David, my family's just been around here a long time.
Okay. Okay. Since the first Norwegian immigrants, or since Leif Erikson?
I don't know. Don't know
Okay.
how far back it goes.
Okay. I mean, I do know that Leif Erikson didn't stay a long time, and I do know that the colony in Newfoundland didn't last.
All I know is that I'm related to the ancestors of. He just shrugs. Some really, really important people.
Oh, okay. Well, all I know is that I'm related to no one.
Charlotte picks up a hand. High five.
She will get a very awkward high five.
Team related to nobody of significance.
Actually, Nick, roll. Let's just to see if he does pick it up. Perception, primal urge.
Well, it's a good thing you said primal urge because I have 8 dots. No, I'm totally kidding. That'd be outrageous. Oh my god. Primal urge. That's not me. This is me. Character sheet. You said perception primal urge?
Yep.
Okay. In woof 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 werewolf. Oh, that is a fail.
Yeah. You can't really smell it. Maybe it's the vomit. Maybe it's Charlotte's perfume. Yeah.
Hey, she's using new shampoo tonight, okay?
Yeah, you get to smell the coconut of Charlotte's shampoo.
Raya, I'm really not trying to come on to anybody. What kind of shampoo is that?
There's a blink blink. And then like briefly an aside, like a glance over to Juno. Oh my god. When's the last time someone told me I didn't smell like cement?
You don't smell like cement.
I'd say you smell more like wet wipes.
Hey, smell like wet wipes.
Wet wipes.
There's a very contrived little frown. And she will name off some obnoxiously trendy shampoo that she felt like trying out, but Katie does not use obnoxiously trendy shampoos, so meh.
And David will, nod like, oh, okay. I've seen that in stores, but I've never been able to. Well, I mean, it's kind of, girly, so I wouldn't. I don't have interest in it anyway. But I've never been the kind of guy who can afford like Axe or Old Spice or anything like that. I've always had to go to the dollar store and get some Irish Spring.
Oh,
Whatever works.
Yeah. Hey, it did work. Irish Spring works pretty well.
As far as I know, I just used an old classic of Blood and Violence. I believe it's a thing of X.
Well, you are basically a Viking after all, so it makes sense.
It's a joke, kid. It's a joke.
I know. I was trying and failing, obviously, to go along with the joke. So boop, boop, boop. Mhm. And David will start chewing at his fingers.
You need to relax a little bit. You don't need to worry about anything here.
Okay. I mean, in my experience, there's always plenty to worry about.
I'm not saying there isn't. Just not here.
I'm I'm sure I'll calm down eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what? You've only been here a week or so. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, so uh, you both are in a pack, right? I mean, you guys are pretty close.
yep, super close. Like twinsies. Shoots a glance over to Juno, again, to gauge the glare level she earns.
It's just the kind of like the blank stare. She just slowly sips a beer.
But yeah. You got us over there, pointing at the cabin. You got... Oh, goddamn it. I really want to say this and I feel like it's wrong. Oh, I'm not wrong. Got the Ravens over there. Points to the lake house. And yeah, gonna points out, got... And then I got the Striders and the Burbs. And fuck if I know where the Eyes of Valerian even stay.
Cool. Hey, so you said you guys wouldn't hit me, but is it are you guys really called Team Trash Panda?
No,
Oh, okay.
we just follow Raccoon. We both just think it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Imagine,
was a that
imagine
was
it
a
was
slip.
a derogative term.
Oh, okay. I I was told not to worry, and all I do is worry. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, it takes a lot of unlearning. But no, that was... Nope, that was a slip up and misunderstanding that has stuck.
Well, it was more of an insult.
No, Leaf proudly declared it as someone who asked.
Someone people have called it as before. He was just carrying on.
No. See, I missed that part.
It's Raccoon. People don't like Raccoon a lot.
uh, why?
Think about what a raccoon does.
I I
Goes rummaging
mean-
through your garbage. knocking things over or being a bit of a pest.
Okay, see, I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if that would be derogatory or not, so I didn't say anything. But okay, okay.
But am
Um,
I wrong?
no, no, Raya, no, of course you're not wrong.
Some people just seem to struggle with seeing bigger pictures in this SIP, that's all.
Okay, fair enough. So, I know that we're supposed to be in some kind of state of perpetual war with the worm, but what do people do for fun and relaxation around here?
Well, my favourite pastime is vomiting up whatever I've eaten or drank throughout the day.
Okay. And before you had stomach issues, what was your favorite thing to do?
Eat and drink.
How'd you know?
Oh, well, you have a very good metabolism then.
You know, I feel like you haven't had much opportunity to test it, but sooner or later, you and me, buddy, we're gonna hit a buffet and you're gonna see how good our metabolism is. It's fucking nuts.
Uh, oh my God.
You could
I have
literally just survive on nothing but cake if you really wanted to.
I I don't, but
Don't you dare think you're leaving me out of a buffet, Sullivan.
Oh my god.
You still owe me dinner.
well, I mean, you guys are both from Duluth, right?
Me? Nah.
No? Oh, well, wait, where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Oh my God, you're from Jersey?
Couldn't you
Yeah.
tell?
Hey!
No, no, she doesn't even have an accent.
Smirks.
Well, actually, that's crazy because I mean, I've lost my accent, but I'm from Manhattan.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we're like, so not only are we, like basically rival gang members, we're also, we also have that New York, New Jersey hatred.
Sweet. Well, hey,
Charlotte
at
and
least we got
David
something
Mecca.
common.
Yeah, yeah. What a pair we make, huh?
Yeah.
And I was born. Looks around. Points at Lena's cabin. I was born there.
Oh, okay. Uh, well, cool. Okay.
Lived
Yeah.
on this my entire life.
Well, I mean, you went into town sometimes, right?
Not very often.
Oh. Well, Charlotte, you have a phone, so I'm sure that you can, I'm sure that you can look up some good buffets.
Hell
If you don't,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, sure, they might be too solid for you to completely process, but Brad's burritos are absolutely stunning. Like really good.
Almost unfairly good.
No, but for real, I mean, as a guy who for a long time hasn't had regular meals, I have learned to appreciate a really good burrito. And oh my lord, that guy has really, really good burritos. Like I mean seriously good burritos.
There's
Oh
finally
my,
kind of a vague squint as he is waxing poetic. You're able to eat regularly now, right?
yeah, yeah. Um, I'm still pretty skinny, but yeah, yeah. I do have more than one meal a day.
Peonying the shit out of you.
Huh?
Peonying the shit out of you to make sure you're not lying to her.
Oh, uh, David is totally lying. He is starved every day. No, whatever you roll, Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, roll perception empathy.
Oh well. I believe the
Congratulations.
perception specialty is attentive.
Well, congratulations. You know that David is not lying.
Fantastic. Yeah, she does like the little. It's almost like the mom squinty eye, because this is about just being able to fucking do normal shit like eat and sleep. So there's like that half a second of like little squinty eye before she kind of nods. Okay. Just I get surprised sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. Uh, hey, you guys have fought vampires, right? Where did you fight them?
Oof.
In the
I
city.
really hate to bring it up now, but
Was that the time I got drive-by'd?
Pretty sure.
Fuck,
Yeah,
are they-
yeah. That's where it started.
they
It started with the
gangsters?
drive-by,
Mm-hmm.
and then we chased him back to the house.
That hurt like a bitch.
Tagged you pretty good.
What was it? 8 bullets, I think.
Fucking unnecessary is what it was, but yeah, no, that was the drive-by. So started down by the docks, and she will probably actually recite pretty accurately where they ended up driving, chasing that fucker. Because Katie doesn't remember the details, but you know, that away to this side of town.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I only want to know because I'm probably gonna just, you know, go back tonight, and I don't have a ride, so I'm probably just gonna walk. I just wanted to make sure, you know.
Dude, I'll give you a ride. You shouldn't walk through the city.
What will you? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You just have to come to terms with riding in that. And she like points off towards, you know, the parking area. And you'd think, what could she possibly point at that would be that engaging? But I mean, it's pink. It's so pink.
Well, I mean, pink and black go, you know, they do go together. So, you know, because David's wearing a black hoodie, you know, some dark shorts, you know, just, you know, stuff that you wear when you don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Juno's kind of like, yeah, sips drink, looks at Charlotte.
There's like the reaction that she gets. Like Charlotte's doing her best to compose her expression, but this is essentially the feedback. Oh. She like pauses, blinks a time or two for no apparent reason, kind of flicks a glance back at Juno, and just kind of shrugs acceptance. But yeah, works out. But no, I don't mind giving you a ride back. That's there's some serious bad juju in the city, and I know that we waged a huge battle and we fought them back, but I've at least 3 times now just trying to go do normal fucking shit. Like even taking my car, not even walking, run into spirals or vampires or what the fuck have you. It's not good getting caught out alone, especially if you don't have a way to get a hold of someone. So, no, I'll take you wherever.
Oh, well, thank you. Back to that bar if it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Hangman? Totes.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I mean, I really hate to, you know, make you do that when I mean, do you live in the cabin or do you live somewhere in town?
I mean, I live in the cabin, but I don't really sleep at night, so it's no skin off my back. Besides,
Oh.
some of my
Okay.
friends hang out down there, so
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I mean, I do know that there is danger in the city. I mean, oh my God, my first night in Detroit, Michigan, just vampires everywhere in Detroit, Michigan. Like, like all I was begging for money outside of a gas station, and then some fucking vampires just show up, deciding to, and the only reason why I knew they were vampires because they, at a certain point decided to bare their fangs at me, and
oh
you know,
shit.
yeah, yeah. At first, and they actually told me, no, we're vampires. After I asked if if they were werewolves, and and so then I showed them what a werewolf looks like, and they ran away.
Jesus.
Yeah, um, and I'm sure that their infestation is still there. It was only a year ago.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
it's very unfortunate. I was hoping to stay in Detroit for a while. Instead I had to book it.
I mean, there's probably a cairn not too far away, and let's face it, with a survival instinct on the level of hissing at someone and saying, "Nah, we're vampires," I feel like the life expectancy drops pretty considerably.
uh, I mean, their survival instincts were pretty good because as soon as I turned, they ran. Plus, plus it was a full moon that night, so I was already angry. Sometimes it really pays to pretend that you're afraid, only to show that you are built of 100% raw lunar fury. um, I guess that's why I'm a Shadow Lord.
Oh my god, Charlotte like reaches out and ruffles his hair because he's fucking adorable and so awkward. She can't
Oh,
even help it. It's a fucking impulse.
thanks. Oh, hey, please. I really have to tell you, I learned the neatest trick like a few nights before I went to Detroit. Light up that area right there.
She quirks her brow, but pulls up her phone.
No. Not against the tree. More on that piece of more on that patch of grass because it's flat.
All right. Yeah, she corrects, kind of glancing over, like, "It is that good?"
Oh yeah. There we go. Hold on. And if there is a roll, I don't know. Purely for flavor,
Yeah, go
uh,
for it.
purely for flavor, David is going to go ahead and activate a little gift called Shadow Weaving, and he is going to make the most marvelous, dog barking expression in front of first in front of Charlotte's phone, but then he takes his hand away, and the shadow is still there, barking. See that?
Oh
Do you see
my
that?
god.
Oh man.
That's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I thought so. I mean, yeah, it's pretty well, it oh my god, I did it just to, try and, go off without a fight when the vampires came at me, and they screamed something incomprehensible. It started with an L, I don't know, but they said something like that, and they all scampered off pretty quick. And so I got out of Dodge. Yeah. But hey, it started with the L, what they said, but they sure took an L. I'll stop. I'll stop.
There's actually kind of a bemused look like, took an L. What?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you might be into video games. I've heard, kids who play video games say take the L as applies to losing and winning. So if you take the W, then you've won. But if you take the L, then you've lost.
I think I'm just in shock. Nobody makes gaming references with me.
Oh, well, I don't. Well, I mean, I used to play video games, but not for a long time. There was this kid who let me play his DS a little bit one time a year ago, but beyond that, I mean, I haven't really touched a game. I used to really like Call of Duty, but then I also used to really like Pokemon. Because in Pokemon you get to take care of something, and even though you make it battle, in the newer games you can, put it into beauty contests and give it treats, and it's like having a pet that can't die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But anyway, I've probably chatted your guys' ear off. So sorry, Reyes.
I mean, it's good to see you talking, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when your level of shadow puppetry is like mine, and the dog will now, morph into the literal shadow of a rabbit, and it just like, starts to like eat some shadow grass. Well, when you have, you know like tricks like that, I mean, it's I mean, you can be quite the riot. But
I mean, it's all fun and games until you're putting fake shadows on the wall so people leave their fucking posts so we can actually get some shit done. At which
oh,
point it's about 110% better.
can I tell you how many times being able to do that has saved my life? I mean, because it is a lot. It is a lot. Um, I mean, seriously, it like, because I've been able to hide near streetlights and just not produce a shadow, and so nobody knows that I'm around.
Sounds like a fuck of a trick to me, man.
Oh man, it's marvelous, absolutely wonderful. But what time is it?
1 a.m.
Oh, I should probably get back before the bar closes. I'm really sorry to be that guy. I'll go ahead and wait over by the car.
You're just. I assume you're meeting with the Gallows crew, right?
Yes.
Don't stress it too much. I'll get you there.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye bye. And David, uh, although you watch him to make sure that he doesn't, stick around to listen in, he actually does go to the car. And unfortunately, Tom and Katie, I must abscond away. Thank you for the scene, and good night. I'm sorry.
Right.
I do.
Bye bye.
And as he walks off, Gina pulls out another cigarette, lights it.
Jumpy little guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Really jumpy.
Sways a glance over. What you thinking?
Thinking Shadow Lords are up to something.
What do you think they're up to?
Don't know.
I mean, I don't know how much it's worth, but like, I'm working with them, so
I know you're working with them. I know Anton is, Lizzie doesn't admit it. I helped him out a few times.
no, Anton?
She just nods.
I'll believe it. I mean, then again, he's the one who saved my ass. So, twice now. Fuck.
That's why you should keep calling me.
I mean, he was literally there at the time.
He just smirks.
What?
I mean, he might get you out, but I make a fantastic human shield.
You do. You absolutely do. No, he just happened to be the one that heard me the first time, and the second time it was that nest we found. I got kind of got in my head. He had to pull me out by the hand. So, yeah, he was just the person I was partnered with. What?
Nothing.
I see you and your little chuckle thing you do,
What?
all chuckling and stuff.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I do either.
You still owe me that meal, though.
That's fair. You want a buffet? I'll give you a buffet, girl.
I want a buffet.
We will go to a buffet. I'm gonna have to get you a pail or something.
A pail?
How long are you able to hold it down?
Not very long.
Eh. If it's worth it to you, fuck it. I'll pay for it.
I mean, everything still tastes like vomit now, so. Shrugs, swigs the beer.
Ugh. Ugh. No. I know they're Shadow Lords and all, but those guys, I don't know. They're reasonably cool.
Look,
At least with me.
let me put it this way. Grits her teeth a little bit. Oh, no. Let me put it this way. I'll leave all the political stuff to you. I'm gonna keep fighting the war.
I mean, someone's got to stay focused on it. Jesus.
Exactly. And to be honest, it's what we Fenrir do best.
I'll keep you in the loop. Best I can, anyways.
For the love of God, don't stop fucking things up.
I will have you know that the only thing I fucked up was only for me. And to be fair, it's not even really a fuck up. It was overdue.
I know. But we're a team, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And you're the one going on about how you want a good reputation and all that.
Well, it would help if everyone would just play nice. The shit between
No.
me and Carves was something that I probably should have bullshitted earlier. As I'm onto his shit.
So? Nobody's gonna play nice. So we play to our strengths.
I don't know. Fury's been playing awful nice since I actually sat down and fucking talked to him.
You sat down and
Comparatively,
talked to me,
anyways.
bro.
Well, like I told you about Brad getting his head broken open, right?
That's just him.
Yeah, well, like you said, this shit reflects on all of us. So I may or may not have been much help or any help. So I came back over there and I apologized to Neri because I failed to stay impartial as a Philodox. And she said that they had their concerns about Brad, and I told her that I was his beta and I was our Philodox and I would keep an eye on it. And
Good.
yeah. They asked about that. And then they asked about you.
That's how you get respect. Keep doing that.
Talking?
Not necessarily talking. Saying the right things.
I'm trying, man.
I know. You're not the only one.
Oh, so far, whatever the current top layer of shit talk may be, I know I'm at least squared away with most packs, except the obvious. And I'm working on getting the rest of us squared away. You're gonna have to talk to the Furies at some point. Just, we'll be ready to put that shit on pause. Their alpha, man. Pretty sure she almost freshly tore apart Neri's room again.
I'll handle it.
I mean, she meant well, just... Arun's got an Arun, right?
It's funny. I'm surprisingly good with Arruns.
Just, I get the feeling that they meant what they said.
What?
She asked if you needed help. You can tell her yes. Get her on board with the stuff we're working on. Because... And she switches to the pack link because it's just fucking smart. Because her just going straight for Marcel, fast and dirty. I mean, I guess it technically sort of solves a problem, but it's only part of a way bigger problem. If we can get cars down at the same time.
She stands up. What did I tell you?
What?
You're a Philodox, Charlotte. Gotta take every side of the story first.
Hard to do. Considering meeting one was getting my shit pushed in. Doesn't make for a very eager second meeting. Besides, that's what Brad's up to, isn't it?
She just half smirks.
Shoots her the little finger gun.
You'll figure it out.
I usually do. Sooner or later. Oh! Especially if Juno's like, if she's getting all stood up ready to go. I'm just going to push the line because there's no way to say it that's not plainly. Like, I don't know what's gone on between you and Felix, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help. He's hanging out more, but she kind of heaves a shrug. I'm not going to step all over your shit.
What do you mean?
He avoids the cabin. Like, he comes by to spend time with Freya. He comes by to say hi to me. But I've been trying to convince him to come back and stay there. I feel like, if nothing else, selfish urges aside, it would be really good for Freya to have him around more. She lights up every time he comes in.
It'll be good for more than just Freya.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's history or beef or just if there's anything I can do to help. Let me know.
And do what you want. I'm not going to stop you.
I hope not. But at the same time, what I want to do is see what it takes to get you guys talking and working over whatever it is.
We do talk.
Do you talk about the thing that's important? Like, do you know whatever he's upset about?
We're on decent terms. He's upset for many things about me.
Like what?
I didn't tell him.
There's like a confused look for about that good second or two before it kind of resolves into like the oh expression. Ooh.
I didn't tell anybody.
I mean, most people in that situation don't.
No.
Okay.
If you want to help,
Fair.
end of the day, he's still my kinfolk. I will still protect him and always look after him as a brother, like I always have. I have no issues with him. It's after his incident. It hurt him on the inside.
Yeah.
Which I can understand. I'm not going to force him to do anything. I call him every day, even if he doesn't answer.
She,
I might be a cynical asshole, Charlotte, but I still care about my brothers and sisters.
she's slow nodding along. And not slow nodding because she's being demeaning, but because she looks decidedly thoughtful about the whole thing. Something is ticking along in there. No, I don't think you are. And to be fair, I'm the last person to be in any position to judge how people treat their siblings. I don't have any. I don't have that personal experience, but I hate seeing you guys in a weird place like that.
You're not the only one.
Well, I'll just have to fix it then.
Charlotte,
Hmm?
you gonna try and fix this?
Gonna try to help nudge people in the right direction so that you can fix yourselves.
This is one I urge you. Don't fuck it up.
I won't.
You promise?
Yeah. At least when it comes to Felix, I feel like I've made a good connection there, and there's a lot of trust. So as long as you trust me just as much, I don't see why we can't fix this. I don't see any reason we can't fix this. And considering you trust me enough to let me in your head, I'd say we're on pretty good grounds. No, I'm not gonna fuck this up. There may be points where it gets kind of rough. You both have a lot going on. And it's hard to dish that shit out and to take all the broken bits and pull them out and show them to someone. That doesn't mean it's fucked up. It just means healing hurts.
Him and Freya were always close. Me and Freya were always close. But I was always closest to Felix.
She stretches a hand up. Just kind of open palm, like pretty clearly looking for hers.
You want to roll a peony as well?
Oh well.
I would urge you to.
You would urge it, in fact.
I would. Alright. So you've seen Juno a lot. A lot. Yeah, you've seen many different parts where the people, other people haven't. Usually, the most you get is a smile or a laugh, or just she's very blunt, very cold. But this, you can see straight in the way. There's no, like, you've seen her sad. You've seen her down, just grumpy, generally not talkative, miserable. This looks like genuine, like she's upset. And it's almost as if like she's not even a Garrow anymore. That you can see like this is Juno. Like you can see that the eyes glazed over slightly, the lip not trembling, but there's kind of like not tense. Tense is the way to put it. The look on her face is rather than just the plain blankness you normally get. It's there. She reaches out and takes the hand.
And yeah, and in a gesture that has become kind of rote for her, it's the same thing that she does reassuring Felix much of the time. She takes the hand and initially gives it a soft squeeze, but just kind of holds it. Not so firmly that she couldn't take hers back if she wanted to, just enough that you can feel there's a grip there. We aren't gonna fuck this up. It's probably gonna suck, but we'll get there. I don't care if we have to get there in a rowboat. We'll get there.
I've already lost one brother. There's a lot I wouldn't give to make sure I don't lose the other.
You won't. He's hurt, and I think he's bitter, but sooner or later, shit's gonna get put out in the open between you. I'll do my best to make sure it's in the healthiest way we can, because I mean, there are steps to this shit. Just if he says something hurtful because the whole thing makes him angry, Just know that he's saying it from a place of hurt, okay? I'm gonna tell him the same thing. You guys are hard as rocks on the outside, but when there's raw stuff still bleeding on the inside, it's still gonna hurt. I just really want to see this stuff fixed. And if I can help do it, yeah, I'm gonna. See if we can get him in for a night. Actually sit and talk about the whole thing. We'll kick Brad out to go hang out with Cassie or something.
She does the kind of smile you would do when you're holding back tears. And it's not the usual kind of like just I'm smiling. This is like, again, it's the genuine full. There are full feelings behind all of this. It's not hiding anything at all. She smiles and you see the lip quiver a bit.
She'll give the hand just that very small tug, that kind of invitation to get in for the hug or whatever she needs. She's not going to yank her off her feet. She's not going to force her in. Just that kind of inviting tug. And if there's even like that first little step towards, she'll let loose the hand so that she can slide up the arm, like offer it open.
She does.
Yeah. She just, yeah, with the tug, when Juno folds in, she picks up the arm, wraps it around her, and just tugs her tightly in against her side. Even tucks her chin on top of her head or on top of her shoulder, depending on how much Juno curls into her.
I'm not weak.
It's not weak to hurt. Everybody hurts.
Just a little broken.
Just a touch. That's okay. I'm good at fixing shit. Look at my car. She says this with a bit of a quirk of a grin, just trying to, I don't know, trying to kind of offer something to smile or laugh at.
At least one of us is.
No, opposites attract. Gives her another squeeze around the shoulders. You break the stuff that needs breaking, I'll fix the stuff that needs fixing. We'll be pros.
Yeah. Yeah.
She kind of finally gives her shoulder a bit of a rub. Besides, you're better for more than breaking stuff.
Now you're just sucking up.
No, just making sure that me saying something that sounded funny at the time doesn't hit too close to home or seem like I'm being an ass.
Not as easy to piss off as you think.
Well, no. But pissing someone off and hurting them are two very different things. And I don't know, only a couple words goes a really long way.
I should be the one telling you that.
I like to think I'm pretty good at it.
Just make sure you make the right fucking judgment.
I've been batting 1,000 so far.
I don't
We
know what
got
that
this.
means.
It means that overall, I haven't had to make a lot of judgments, but every single one I've made either felt right or was confirmed as right.
Good.
I've made some snap judgments that maybe weren't as pretty, but that's what fucking apologies are for. Making things right. So, I'm just going to make the first judgment in the first place because I hate having to apologize. That's my plan.
That's one way of doing it.
I mean, I like it.
Well, I would hope so, or else I'd be on your ass.
Yeah, probably.
Well, somebody's got to tell you you're wrong.
I don't know. You know, there doesn't seem to be a real issue with people throttling the urge to tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, but I'd do it with a full song and dance.
Oh, well, as long as I get a dance number. That's how I know you care.
Gotta do it properly.
Ugh. Let's go back to the cabin. Watch something stupid. I don't know. Not sleeping till the sun comes up. Fuck it. Care how tired I am. Oh, I can show you what I'm working on. You can tell me if this is a good idea. Come on. Like, finally starts getting up like, oh my god, yes, wait, motivation, come here.
She's just like, I am being dragged away. No, my beer.
Nope, your beer is now an offering to Raccoon. It's fine.
It's like, no. Lights a cigarette as she's being dragged away. No.
No. And for what it's worth, what Charlotte will do is once they've gotten back, Charlotte will actually like invite her up, pull her into her room, pull over a stool, and pull up the laptop, and she will ratchet the volume super, super low. But what she will start playing is, admittedly, at this point, there's no background music yet, but she'll look over and be like, okay, so I'm going to make one of these just for Freya. But I noticed that Red Eye runs around Sept, snagging video whenever he thinks he can catch someone doing something stupid. And Lord knows Glasswalkers take pictures and video clips of everything. So I managed to get these. And she'll hit the play button. And she has managed to pull together a number of clips of Rides the Lightning. Him in various little brawls, him in a bar fight, at least one instance of him and Maria loudly and badly singing karaoke.
You can do that with a computer.
Yeah. I figure, I don't know if there is stuff anyone has of Rides and Freya together. I think I've got one short clip in here, but if I could get a hold of photos and stuff, I'm going to try to make her a video that just has as many memories in it as I can fit. Because, I mean, I don't know. I've seen people who lost someone and wouldn't change their answering machine for years because it still had their voice on it. I want her to have something to hold on to, something for remembering. I'll make versions without the stuff of the two of them for the Fianna and Forest pack, but I want to make her one that's special.
Juno just turns and looks at Charlotte.
Charlotte
She's-
kind of blinks back.
She smiles and just pulls her over.
Charlotte is tugged.
Even if you're not exactly. But thank you.
Hey, I got her to go outside. They showed me where, well, you guys train, and I guess I didn't completely embarrass myself the first time, so they've been letting me come back. And yeah, Freya finally, I invite her every time, but she finally came out. She kind of hung to the side, but she did talk to Lily and Abel some. Wasn't very long, but
Still counts.
yeah. She kind of grins. I'm just gonna get a Mr. Fix-It hat and wear it all over the sept. Grinning.
Yeah. I'm just bad at all this kind of stuff.
That's okay. You're good at shit I suck at, so it works out. Like this is kind of the one thing I'm pretty decent at, is talking to people. So I do as much of it as I can.
I used to be.
Oh. Maybe you will be again. Just need a chance to really heal up. No one's themselves when they're at half their normal performance level, even if it's not physically. It'll get better.
I hope so.
She loops the arm around her again. Gives her a squeeze. It'll get better.
I sure as hell hope so.
I mean, law of averages, eventually it's gotta go up.
Fingers crossed I survived that long.
I will make a concerted effort to make sure that you live that long. I mean, you
Sure.
seem to be pretty good at living. It seems to be definitely on the top of your skill set. Now we just gotta get you to flourish.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like time for Coco.
I gotta go throw up.
Yep. You handle that.
You can just hear the stomach go, like the stomach rumble.
Ooh.
She
There's
just stands, starts walking.
There's again, she just makes that kind of sympathetic wincing face, like, ooh.
So she leaves. So she walks to the door, opens it, walks out the room, stops, then bolts.
Oh no.
You just hear echoing from the toilet, just the heaving sound.
Oh no. There's got to be something I can do about that. Starts pulling herself up, closes the laptop for now. And yeah, she will go to traipse downstairs because, yeah, Coco is the order of the day, the moment. And Juno may be convinced she's allergic to water, but she's got to do something to rinse her mouth out. And if she's already puking everywhere, Coco might not be the best plan. And so the battle begins. But yes, would you like to cut there? Do you have any other plans? Any other ideas?
More vomiting.
Well, that can certainly happen. But I suppose for now, we will all understand together that yes, the vomiting continues gloriously, resoundingly into the night. And call it a scene.